we just got back on trail. We are walking out of Newfound Gap. There's tons of people here. It's a lot of college spring break, so there's lots of kids. And we have, I'm already huffing and puffing. We have, I think, 5 miles to Charlie's Bunyan, which is gonna be a pretty cool view today. It's beautiful, clear. Not for sure what the temperature is. Probably in the 50s. A little bit of a breeze. Absolutely gorgeous. Sun shining. I'd say Charlie's Bunyan is gonna be crowded. That's the only thing that stinks when it's a beautiful day. But it's gonna be a big difference tomorrow. 90% chance of torrential downpours. Excuse the breathing. I've been at Mayfield elevation. And so anyway, we're headed up. There's Charlie's Bunyan. We're about 7 miles in and pretty much been on a ridge all day. The weather's awesome. There's some snow through this section, but we haven't had a whole lot of snow. There's been a few icy patches and a few snowy patches. Oh, there's somebody up here. I'm gonna turn this off for a minute. You might not get them that often, but when you do, wow. I don't know if it's just been so long since I've seen some really good views, or if like this one is just really good. Like really, really good. So beautiful. Love it here. Good stuff. Opening that I've walked up to. I'm gonna guess a half a mile from Cosby Knob Shelter. And that's a guess because I don't remember exactly how far it was. I think it's 10 miles in, and with my app not working, it just makes it hard to obviously know exactly where I'm at. I do remember that it was about 10 miles on trail, and I think I'm about 9.5 miles in right now, so I should be about a half a mile, but I don't know. I could have remembered that wrong. It may be like 11 miles, or it could be 10 and a half. I don't know. It always fall off a cliff there. I don't want to fall down that. So anyway, but not too much longer to the Cosby Knob shelter. I'll kill myself this last little bit. And then I'll wait on Brian, and when he gets there, we'll make a plan. I don't think he's been nuts about his trail name. You know, Bob Saget when he fell and busted his head open. So I kind of have a new thought for a trail name for him. I think it's fine if I give it to him if he likes it. So I'm gonna hit him up on that, but whenever, maybe tonight, and see if he likes it and let him mull that over. So anyway, I do have a thought on that, but I don't know, it just seems weird, but we're still so high up, like on this ridge, that I'm used to, I feel like we go down further to camp, but it's got to be up here somewhere. So anyway, I'll get back whenever I make it to the turnoff to Cosby Knob. So I am at the turnoff for the shelter, and I think I've called it everything but the right name. I think it's Peck's Corner Shelter. Anyway, whatever it is, the sign is, I don't know, right, not very far, right down there, and it's 0.4 off the trail. I'll have to just wait for the boss man to get here and tell us what we're gonna do. It's beautiful out still. The sun's shining, blue skies, and we've got some daylight left. I think the next shelter is about 5 miles. If I take a break and kind of just rest my feet, my toes hurt a little bit from the downhills, and you know, these are new shoes and I love them, but I just think they need a little bit of, I need to tweak them just a little bit as far as maybe lace them up a little bit different over here at the top laces. But anyway, other than that, I think if I take a break and then I'll let him take a break, I think that we need to push on to the next shelter, which is 5 more miles. I just think with tomorrow's forecast, I think it's, in my opinion, we need to go ahead and just push on. But anyway, we'll see. Sometimes he throws the brakes on and I can't do nothing about it. So, cleaning out my if you don't like dirt, the trail may not be for you. So anyway, I'm just gonna sit here, and I'm gonna guess he's about 20 minutes behind me. That's a guess. So I'm gonna sit here and have a nice little break. So I thought I'd give y'all a little update for the night. So we did decide to go on, which I'm glad we did, but there's been a lot of climbing and we're kind of sort of out of water. We have like a sip left between both of us, and yeah, we've been eating snow. No joke. Probably not the smartest move, but just the lack of water has been crazy. I mean, for the spring time, I just thought there would be more water than what there has been. It's been pretty dry. But anyway, we have just a little over 2 miles to camp, so that makes me feel better. There's water there, obviously. The sun is setting. There's still plenty of light, though, to see good. I would say, I think we've got about finished this climb. We'll go down, and we have one more climb and go back down, and then we'll be at camp, I think. I feel like we've got another, I'm gonna completely guess, 35, 40 minutes of light before it gets dark. As far as like having to get headlamps out, this is really nice. I mean, the temperature's good still. I would be 100% fine, like no worries at all, if we had not been so short on water. That's been really the only issue. So anyway, I don't know. When we get to camp, it'll probably be dark. Well, I'm sure it'll be dark, so I don't know that I'll video there or not. And I'm sure Brian's gonna completely crash. He goes right to sleep when he gets into camp. Like, sometimes I'll lay there and can't go to sleep. He's like out, but if anybody knows him, he's got a little bit of narcolepsy, so that's not surprising. But anyway, I think I'm gonna grab a last little bite of snow here. Try to knock these last 2 miles out. We actually might be getting some now. And just for the record, I know that it's not ideal to eat snow. I know that's stupid. I know it's not the best choice, but we don't really have many other options right now. So, I mean, when you weigh your options, that's the best one right now. So I do know that clearly that's not the best idea to eat snow. But we needed it. So anywho, I did want to just clarify. I do know that's a terrible idea. But not having water is terrible and a dumb idea too. And that's our fault for not having enough water. That was also dumb on our part. So anyway, just had to say that. So we've got probably 0.3 to camp, I think. And I also think that the shelter might be right on trail. Like, I don't think we have to get off, but I could be wrong. So anyway, so it's been a lot of ups. It's been kind of crazy. I've wanted to not hike for a really long time, but we picked a humdinger, the Smokies, the water situation, the climbs, but it's actually been a lot of fun too. So, but we are definitely ready to get to camp, and we're getting close. I have no clue what time it is. My phone's about to die, but I thought I'd take this one last little bit of video of us before we get into camp. It's super dark out. As far as there's not much moon right now. It's just a little sliver of a moon. But just a few minutes ago, we got where we could see a town, like really far away. I don't know if it was Gatlinburg or a different town. I think it's probably Gatlinburg. But anyway, just the lights in a really far distance were cool. So anyway, so that's Brian back there. And we'll get into camp and get us some water and set up camp and go to bed.